partner has both hands on the ground. That's what we're gonna work on first. But then I also want you guys to work in case my partner's really hugging my head and putting pressure, really trying to force me to look one way, right? So pretty much here what I'm trying to do is take away one of his pulls, right? So I'm gonna try to focus all my energy on using both of my hands and take away one of his. I mean, when I do get it, when I make sure that I can reach the elbow, reach the wrist, and bring it off the ground onto my chest, I'm no longer trying to get him away from me. Even if he's trying to choke, trying to improve this grip on my collar, even if it's cross collar, I'm just trying to lock my elbows in place so I don't lose it, right? Once I have it, we're gonna start using our elbow on the same side to also trap his foot. And that's something that we're gonna work later on when we work on recovering to half, which is getting our elbow in front of the knee and trying to go on our side a little bit as we push this knee down. So look at how I'm gonna slightly turn into it, and I'm just gonna push this knee down. My goal is just to lower that foot as close to my knee as possible so that I can bring my foot over. So I already took away his pulls with his hand. I'm just gonna try to get my foot to go over his foot, and I'm gonna trap it just so he doesn't flare that foot out when I'm bridging. Now, very important that we don't bridge just turning. If I just turn, I could take advantage of this to attack my arm, attack my back. I wanna use my feet and bridge almost like in the L position. I go over and then I roll. So I go up almost until his head touches the ground, and now I can start looking and roll over my shoulder. And something that is a good habit, guys, especially if my partner already has his hand on the collar and mount, don't try to land in close guard with your head down. Try to have your hand blocking the bicep, posture up, just so it doesn't improve the position, and you guys can work on posture and breaking free. Okay, so very easy here. We start my partner with his hands on the ground. Look at how from the beginning, it doesn't matter if I'm gonna try to push the elbows or bridge, I never wanna have my elbows flare. If my elbows are flaring me, I can advance these knees up, I'm gonna be in trouble. It's gonna be very hard for me to use my arms to take away his pulls, and he's gonna be able to attack. So I'm gonna keep my elbows tucked. I'm gonna reach, I always think it's easy to reach over first onto the elbow so that I can start bringing it into my chest and then cover the wrist. I get my elbow on the inside of his knee, and right now I'm not hip-scaping so hard. I'm just pushing his knee down so I can step over. When I step over, look at how I'm bringing it to me. I'm taking away all the possibility of him pulsing on the side, and now I go bridge. Instead of going just over my shoulder, try to go up first, up first, up first, up first, and now as I can feel his hip is right on mine, I can just roll over my shoulder, landing his close guard. And I want you guys to exercise good posture. So I can have hand on the biceps, posture up. I can have a hand on the belt, elbows in the posture up. I can have two hands on the collar, posture up. You guys worked on this before. Just try to get a good posture. Don't land in close guard and keep your head down, just so you don't have to also struggle there. Okay, so easy, guys. Start warming up, bridging out, and then we're gonna start using the hip scape a little bit better after. Okay, let's go, guys. Partner up. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it. And it's not only when my partner reacts like that that I have to try to escape like this, but when my partner reacts like that, I'm a little bit more limited, right? So we work now with Meow pulsing both his hands on the ground. Whenever he's not hugging my head, I'm free to look to either side, right? So if I'm free to look to either side, I can bridge this way, I can bridge that way, I can hip escape this way, I can hip escape this way, right? But now, if he holds me tight over here and he has his shoulder on my face, I'm limited to escapes on this side. It's pointless to try to bridge over here. It's not gonna work. It's very hard to try to move my hip this way and try to face over there. It's not gonna work. So I'm gonna try to first, again, start with my elbows really tucked. And look at how I'm gonna work now, getting on my side and trying to lower his knee and his foot even more. One thing you guys should really think about, I want his foot to eventually, and I'll show you how, go from underneath my thigh to over my thigh, right? So if I try to lower his ankle here, but I keep my leg bent, it's under my leg, right? So it's gonna be very hard. So look at how when I'm about to hip scape, we hip scape just like we learned. We extend the leg flat on the ground, and now when I hip scape out and I push his knee down my elbow, it's gonna be, keep it out, it's gonna be a lot easier for my foot to go over and fish it in. So again, if I'm here, even if I do everything right, but when I hip scape, I have my leg bent, I can't really get it. So make sure that as you're pushing the elbow and you're hip scaping, you relax this leg down. Keep it flat. Use the hip scape alongside the push of the elbow to lower the foot, and now it's gonna be a lot easier. I can step over my leg and start bringing his foot in. Look at how once I have the foot in, I don't relax. I don't just leave my foot in. I keep squeezing my heel against my butt to really make sure he doesn't free himself again. My goal for now is going to be to get him in a better half guard position, so get his whole leg in there. But I cannot try to turn to the other side until I have at least his knee. So look at how I'm going to keep pushing with my elbow. I can even push with my hand, and how I'm going to extend my left leg out, and now, yeah, I'm going to start turning in. I want the person at the top to stay tight, so we work on some more realistic reactions. I'm going to start using this foot to hip in, hip in, hip in, and we're going to get into this half guard position. It is better than before, but I'm still not in a great spot because Meow's hip is low. He can try to hug my head, but the one thing we're gonna use to really save ourselves here is the underhook that I have. You see how my hand is inside? It's not super deep. I'd have to be really deep here to actually attack, but it's enough to get me out. So we're gonna combine the bridge and the hip escape alongside his underhook. Look at how my left foot is gonna go on the floor, and all I want you guys to do right now is create a frame, create something in between our chest so I can become safe. I'm gonna bridge into Mike, and as my hip drops, look at how I extend my arm as my hip goes back. Out. And this allows me to do what? Get a frame with my knee, which allows me to go way further away, where now, even if he tries to put pressure into me, I can manage the distance, I can pull my leg out, and eventually start going to close guard, or even just keeping him in that knee shield where I'm a little bit safer. So we'll go again for a mount, so my partner is gonna mount me here, but now he's hugging my head. Look at how I have my elbows tight since the beginning. I'm gonna have to escape to my left side, so my left leg goes straight down, right foot stays posted. As I hip escape out, I use my elbow to just lower his leg as much as I can, keep my leg straightened so it's easy for me to fish it with my foot, bring it in. Now, I don't start turning into him until I'm able to get his knee in there. So if the knee line is still out, I'm still working on it. So I keep pushing, get my leg out. Now, yeah, when I start turning in, it's gonna be a battle. Meow's gonna try to hug my head, he's gonna try to underhook, so make sure that you're using your foot and turn your hip, try to hug your hip out, and then you get on your side. If I stay flat, okay, it's better than Meow, but he's gonna keep squeezing me here. So make sure you're at least on your side, so now we can recover. Foot on the ground, big bridge into Mike, and look at how when I bridge, how I extend his arm in, now my hip goes down, butt goes back, and for now, guys, just work on getting to this knee shield. Of course, like, if you have a little more experience, you know that with the knee shield, I can go arch, 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 bottom leg out, start pulling him into close guard. But the main thing I want you guys to really work is getting that frame, getting something in between your guys' chest so that you're safer and you can try to build something up. Okay, so just work from mount there, use the elbow. Don't stop in half guard, get yourself all the way out into close guard. We'll work on it a little bit more. Okay, let's go, guys. 1, 2, 3. This side. To move my hip out, and I'm gonna use my elbow here to push his leg. So only worry about lowering his knee. Like okay, so hip escape out. Yeah. Now stay more sideways. Bridge, and when your hip drops, you're gonna try to get yourself away from him. Okay, so bridge into him. When your butt drops, hip escape this way. Yeah, nice man. Now, keep your knee down, keep your knee down. Now, a knee shield is when I get my shin across. Because now I want you guys to do one round from here. So my partner is gonna be in half guard, but instead of you guys having that underhook, we're gonna start here, right? So I know we didn't work specific from this position, but you guys can work very similar. Mayal doesn't have the underhook that he can punch into my armpit when he's bridging, but whenever someone has your hands connected, you guys can bridge into me using this club, using this arm over my face, and it works similar. If you can bridge into me and then use that to make space, it's gonna be pointless for me to keep holding my hands together, and you might be able to escape like that. So bottom person is trying to, one, not get past right, and two, recover guard. Top person trying to stay heavy, trying to work your way back out to either mount or trying to slide out to the side and pass again. If you do pass to mount to side control though, keep going, because then you can work on the stuff we just worked. Okay, so starting flat out half guard, 2 minutes top, 2 minutes bottom, then we're good. Okay, let's go guys. 1, 2, 3.